Hello everyone. Today we'll be solving another question, the mashup 98 of CodeChef. This question has a problem code of Prog language and is a level 1 question of CodeChef. Here in the question it is written that Chef is a software engineer and he has to switch between different languages sometimes. Now Chef has a language with two features, A and B. Now he has two options, either switching to another language with the features A1 and B1 and or the other language with the features A2 and B2. All the four features of these two languages are distinct from each other. Now we have to settle with whether Chef can use the first language or the second language or neither of the language if then though none of the both of the languages have all the required features. The input format here contains of two lines of input in which the first line consists of a single integer t which denotes the number of test cases, that is the number of time this code will run in the program. The second case consists of one line only which contains of 6 integers a, b, a1, b1, a2 and b2. Now in the output we have to print 1 if Chef can use the first language which and is similar to the language Chef has to use the features AB. 2 if Chef should switch to the second language, or 0 if Chef cannot switch to either of the two languages. Now these are the inputs and the outputs and the explanations to these questions. Now many of you may be thinking that this input is looking very scary looking, and how will we be using this take this output? This is a very easy question and will be easier if you see it in the code. So let's go to this code of this program. Now here is the code of this program. We have used the C++14 language to code this question. Now here initially at the first line we have initialized a new variable t, which is the number of test cases, and taken the value for the same from the user. Then we have looped this t till t tends to 0 and then initialize the 6 integers that were given in this question as a, b, a1, b1, a2 and b2. We have taken the value of the same for the user. Then we have used the if-else loop. Now here in the first case you can see that we have used a is equal to 1 and this is the AND function, and b is equal to b1, or a is equal to b1 and b is equal to a1. Now many of you may be thinking why this is written. Now then let's get back to the input of this question. Here you can see that 1, 2 are a and b respectively of this question, 2 and 1 are a1 and b1 of this question, and 3 and 4 are a2 and b2 of this question. Now here in the question it is written that which language Chef can use, means the language Chef will be using should have similarities to the given features a and b. Also, it doesn't matter if the feature A resembles B or it resembles A1, since at the end the two features are part of the same language and either one can be used by the features given by Chef as AB, and thus the program can be run. So here if we see, but there's also another restriction in this question, that it cannot so happen that only A runs of this program and B1 runs and the other two don't run, since then this program will be stand as invalid. Similarly, if A can take B1 from here and B takes A2 from here, that can also be not possible. So let's go to the first input. Here we see that 1, 2 is the value given by Chef as A and B. Similarly, 2, 1 is given as A1 and B1. Now, if we see carefully, A here resembles B1, while B here resembles A1. Now, many may be thinking that A should resemble A1, but such a thing is not written in the problem statement. So, since 1 resembles 1, that is A resembles B1 and B resembles A1, so we can choose the first language here, and so the output is coming out as 1. If we compare it with the A2 and B2, they do not match. Similarly, in the second input, here 3 and 4 are the given parameters in the question as A and B. If we look at A1 and B1, they do not match. But if we look at A2 and B2, we find that A2 here matches B and B2 here matches A. Thus, we can say that the given language matches language 2 in very similar way. So, the language 2 can be used to code for this language. Similarly, in the third case, 1 and 2 are the given parameters AB, while language 1 has the parameters 1 and 3, while language 2 has the parameters 2 and 4. Here we see that neither of the two languages have the exact parameters as A and B as given in the question. Thus, the output comes as 0. So, in the source code, when we write A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 2, or A is equal to B1 and B is equal to A1, we mean to say that either A and A1 can be equal and B and B1 can be equal, or A can be equal to the B1 parameter and B can be equal to the A1 parameter. But both of the pairs should have almost the same result. So then when we use this if statement, these parameters, we get the output as 1 since that it matches with language 1 having A1 and B1 parameters. Similarly, in the else if statement, we are correlating the same with language 2 and thus we see the output as 2. In the else statement, if the other two statements are wrong, it will mean that neither of the two languages can be used to code the above program. Thus, we see the cout O. At the end of each of the couts, we have added an endl syntax which is used to start the next output of the next test case in a new line. We have returned the value 0 since we do not need to save any value from this question for subsequent calculations. Now let us run the custom input or the input given in the program. As we can see, the output comes out to be 1, 2 and 0, which is the exact same as that given in the question. Now let us submit the question. As you can see, the question status is given as correct answer and there are no problems in any of the subtasks or tasks and in the compilation. Thus, this code that we have given here in this coding IDE is valid for this question. This is all for this question. We will meet next time with another question. Feel free to comment your doubts in the comment box below and please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that we can bring such contest solutions in the future as well. Thank you.